Welcome everybody to this episode of the Ninth Grade Experience. I'm your host, Chris Stuchko. The goal of the Ninth Grade Experience podcast is to give you the story of ninth grade students here at Emmaus High School and beyond, to the people who live it daily, the students and the staff. We will attempt to touch on real issues and stories that ninth grade students face in order to prepare them to know that ninth grade counts. And in today's episode, we're anxiously awaiting and anticipating the return of our ninth grade students here at Emmaus High School. So I was able to catch up with several students throughout the building as they were touring school before it opens next Monday, August 30th. So it was very exciting to see lots of action in the hallway and lots of people going through the hallway and navigating their schedule and learning where everything was. So we had 5 students that came on to join us to give us a little bit of update or recap of how their tour through the building went, some tips for how to navigate if you haven't been here yet, and some other things to look for during that first week of school. So hopefully you enjoy this episode. If you watch this episode and you want to give us some more tips, you can leave us a voicemail if you go to ninthgradeexperience.com and you take a look for the blue microphone in the bottom left-hand corner of the page. You can hit that and leave us a voicemail. You can also leave us a message too. If you want to email us, you can email and leave a comment on that as well too. You can subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or anywhere where you listen to podcasts, or if you're watching this, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. And all of our back episodes are available at ninthgradeexperience.com. So we look forward to getting new episodes to you weekly as we get rolling here through the school year. If you want to be involved with the podcast, reach out to Mr. Stuchko and, through email, and we can figure out a way to get you involved as a ninth grader. So we look forward to hearing from you and look forward to seeing you back in the building next week. And hopefully you enjoy this episode of some of your ninth grade classmates touring the building and giving you a little bit of a sneak preview as to what you can expect in the halls of Emmaus High School. So thanks a lot and enjoy this episode. So we're here with Tucker Evans, who is on one of our tours here around the building right before school starts. So Tucker, thanks a lot for coming in.
Of course.
So I pulled Tucker in from the hallway. He's the first person that decided to kind of help us out here tonight to talk to us here. So Tucker was at Eyre in 7th grade. He was out of the district for 8th grade, but now he's coming back for 9th grade. So Tucker, how are you feeling about coming back to school starting next week?
I'm stoked. I'm ready to come back.
So you have you gone through the building?
Yeah, I walked through a couple times.
So what's your initial or going through the building? What are some of your thoughts?
I feel like I'm definitely going to get lost the first day, but that's okay.
And I think that's pretty common from a lot of freshmen getting lost. They feel that getting lost. So are your classes all over? Are they in one spot? Any sort of particular area?
They're in like a line, I would say, like pretty close together.
So
Not too far apart.
So what is like the one thing you're looking forward to most about coming back to school?
Me with my boys.
So you have friends from Eyre. So you were at a different school. So kids maybe have you not seen them in a year, like kind of getting back involved?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you're looking to be involved with here in the fall, or things that you're going to participate in with here during the school year?
During the school year, I think I'm going to do track and field.
Okay.
I'm already running cross country.
Okay, so you're out there sweating it out in the 90-degree heat and doing all that.
I'm thinking of maybe making a club. Who knows?
So we talk a lot on the podcast about joining clubs, so that's a great idea to kind of get yourself into the school here. So if you had one message to maybe freshmen that didn't come into the building, that didn't get a chance to look around, what would you tell them?
Take it easy, take it slow, ask for help. That's about it.
All right. So Tucker, when he comes in, be on the lookout for Tucker here. So thanks a lot for joining us. So we are here with Derek Herman. So Derek, thanks a lot for popping in here on the Touring the School night. So how's it going tonight? Are you excited to be coming back to school next week?
Yeah.
So you're here. Have you been in the building before tonight?
Yeah.
So if you were to tell somebody that's out there that hasn't been in the building yet, what are some tips that you can give to other ninth graders about navigating through the building here?
Always know your shortcuts. Like there's plenty of shortcuts around the building. Always know where your classes are and what shortcuts to take.
What's your favorite shortcut so far?
Probably the stairs right by the cafeteria was.
Okay, so there's good hidden spots all around to get through all different spots of the building.
Yeah.
So you've been in here a couple of times. Are you starting to feel more comfortable with where things are located?
Yeah.
Okay. So if what is like the one thing that you're really excited about for coming back to school next Monday?
I'm just coming back to school in general.
Were you at IRE or LMMS last year?
IRE.
Were you in the building? Or were you remote the entire time?
In the building.
Okay, so you've been in school, so you're kind of ready to come back in. So you're excited to be back. Any tips for ninth graders or anyone watching to get over those first couple of days of school?
Not really.
Not really. All right. So thanks a lot, Derek, for joining us here. As he's going to leave now and go tour around the school. So we're here with Faith, who is also here doing her walkthrough. So have you been in the building before tonight?
Yes.
Okay. So you're kind of a pro at being here. Are you getting used to the layout of the building?
I'm getting used to it, yeah.
So for people that haven't been in the building yet, what are some tips that you can give them on how to navigate through the halls of Emmaus High School?
Okay, well, a main one is look at the signs on the wall, because that's told me where a majority of the classes are. Like some will say 500 to like 581 for the classes.
Yeah.
And that really helps a lot.
So paying attention to the signs, and the signs are posted all over. They're pretty hard to miss. So that's a good one. Any other tips or little hints that you've kind of picked up along the way here, things that might be helpful for people?
Well, if you know where one of your classes are, like your first class, try to make sure that you like try to come in like the closest entrance to it, because that way you'll be like early to your class, not late.
All right, that's a good one. So were you at IRE or LMMS last year?
IRE.
And were you in the building or were you remote?
I was remote.
Okay, so what are you feeling about coming back into a school building for the first time since maybe March of 2020? Are you excited to be back in the building?
Yeah, a little bit.
So what do you think it'll be like on Monday when kind of everyone's here?
I think it will be okay. Maybe a little, I'm gonna be nervous definitely, because I don't really know how it's gonna be with like kids in the hallway this time. Because I haven't been in like a school yet. No.
And is there anything you're looking forward to during your freshman year?
Probably making new friends and getting into new stuff.
Anything in particular you're looking to get into?
I don't know. I'm trying out school stores, so maybe like better at sales.
Oh, that'll be fun. Yep, so that's cool. So if you want any cool merch, talk to Faith and she'll hook you up. Not for free, but she'll have to pay for it. So Faith, thanks a lot for taking some time to talk to us.
Yeah, thank you.
Jadon, thanks a lot for coming in during this touring the school night here. So have you been in the school before tonight?
I have one time for football.
So you've been here for football. So you've gotten a kind of a lay of the land a little bit. So
I
you
was just in the cafeteria, that's all.
Okay, so walking through the building, how are you feeling about where things are and what you're learning and where you're at?
I just think it's a lot bigger than the middle school, so it's gonna take a little bit to get used to.
And what middle school were you at?
I was in Lower McKenzie Middle School.
Okay, and were you in school last year or were you remote?
Last year I was remote.
Okay, so how are you feeling about next week coming back to the school building for the first time?
A little nervous about it, but I think I'm gonna get used to it.
Okay, so you're playing football now, you said?
No, not just yet.
Okay, so what are you most excited about coming back for?
Just being in school again and seeing people again.
And is there anything you're looking forward to or things you might try out this school year, clubs, activities, sports, anything like that?
The engineering course that I'm taking, I'm excited for that course.
That's cool. Did you do anything at the middle school related to that, or like the
not really engineering related, which is why I'm excited for that.
And for anyone any ninth grader that's watching or at home and haven't been in the building yet, what is one kind of tip you can give them about how to navigate through?
Just pay attention to all the signs on the side to know where the numbers of the classes are.
Great. So Jadon, thanks a lot for taking some time out. We look forward to seeing you next week. All right. So we found somebody else that came in from the back to school night here, going around checking out their rooms. So I'm here with Sarah, and Sarah actually is a podcaster herself. She had a podcast last year at LMMS. She reached out to me and asked for some help and some information. So it's nice to be able to put a face to the name for Sarah. So Sarah, thanks a lot for coming in.
You're welcome.
So have you been through the building before tonight?
Oh yeah, I came to every single one of them.
Okay, so how are you feeling? This is the last one before school starts on Monday. So how are you feeling about being in the building?
I feel pretty good. I think I know where most of the things are, but I still have some questions left.
So if you were to tell people at home that haven't been in the building, like what is like a good tip or strategy on how to, when you come in on Monday to navigate the building, what would you tell them?
Well, I got a tip from one of the ambassadors saying that the stage in the Cafe 1 is for seniors, so don't sit there.
Okay, so that's a good tip. But yeah, so that's one thing. Any other tips on getting around the building?
Look for the signs, like the posters hung up.
Okay.
That's one way to like navigate everything.
So were you in the building last year or were you remote for the time?
I was remote for most of the year, and at the end I came in.
Okay, so how are you feeling about coming back into the building next week?
I feel pretty good with the mask mandate and everything. I feel like we're all ready to go.
Okay, so we're feeling good. So what are you excited about for your freshman year?
Probably the tennis.
Okay, so and you're playing, is that now?
Yeah.
So how's that going?
It's going pretty good. It's my first time playing.
Okay, so Sarah has actually did her podcast last year. Where can people find that if they still want to go back and take a listen to that?
You can find it on Spotify, Apple, anywhere. It's Spoken Now You Know.
So Spoken Now You Know. And Sarah just reached out and said, hey, can I come onto the podcast? And maybe you'll see a lot more of Sarah throughout the year if she wants to be a part of this. So Sarah, good luck on Monday and thanks a lot for stopping in.
All right, thank you so much.